Hi there, welcome back to Dukascopy TV. I'm Ben Jones. On the line with me to discuss the economy of Turkey and its relationship with Russia is Michael Taylor from Oxford Analytica. So Michael, first of all, I'd like to look at the GDP release today. On an annual basis, growth has dropped once again, this time to 1.7%. Considering growth was recently way above 4%, why are we seeing figures like this?
I think the main reason is that the government is, because it's got a chronic current account deficit, is trying to suppress domestic demand. And so it's cut back on sort of credit to households, made it more difficult. And that's having an effect because the rate of GDP growth rate has been slowing now for a couple of quarters. So this is all largely due to the government itself that's decided that people are sort of importing too many foreign goods, which is jacking up the current account deficit. So the way to combat that is a sort of a credit squeeze, old-fashioned credit squeeze.
Now, do you think that Turkey will continue to form a stronger economic and political partnership with Russia? And if so, what are the potential risks and rewards?
I think this can be overblown. I think, well, for one thing, the recent announcement by Putin about redirecting South Stream pipeline from Bulgaria to Turkey, it's I don't know, it's sort of playing games in a way. I mean, South Stream has always been sort of a kind of political pipeline. I mean, initially I think it was meant to kind of stop Nabucco being the EU's alternative pipeline, because it was quite openly the EU was touting it as a diversification away from Russia. So Russia naturally decided to do something about it. So they set up the South Stream project to make Nabucco redundant. And then they doubled it to 63 capacity. But we're talking about something that actually happened yet. I mean, they're just apparently they've got pipes lined up on Bulgarian shore where it comes on shore, but they haven't actually started welding yet. And the Russians have increased their capacity down to their Black Sea coast. But this is the point at which they probably would say, well, do we go over South Stream or do we do something else? But nothing's been signed or determined. The Turks themselves are very surprised to hear Putin's announcement. It's still all up for negotiation. Turkey seems rather an odd country to pick in one respect, that it can by no means be a substitute in terms of its consumption. The demand for gas from Turkey is nothing like the demand for gas from Europe. So it's not a direct swap. You can't just trade one for the other. If you're Russia, you're seeking to find new markets because you're fallen out with the EU. Well, Turkey won't do. I mean, the Turks would have to re-export much of it, possibly to Europe. I mean, so, but this whole thing's sort of up in the air. We don't really know what the details are, whether it will even go ahead.
And what else is key for the economy of Turkey at the moment?
Well, the slowdown is obviously important because elections are coming. They've got high inflation, which is persistently high. It's not far off double digits now. It's about 9% year on year, I think, in October. And that's been high, in 7, 8, 9 percentage points for about the last year and a half or so. And that's obviously affecting people's pockets. The big jump this month was actually in food prices, because they had a drought. So that caused a shortage of food, and that's obviously very important for households, for consumers. Unemployment is very sticky as well, again, which is kind of very sort of vital issue for ordinary Turks in the street. It's around about 10.4, I think, seasonally adjusted, and has been for a couple of months now. And if anything, the trend's going up. And the other side of the coin is the employment rate is going down. If anything, it's rather sticky as well. There's sort of stagnation in the economy at the moment. So with an election coming up, and with the Erdogan government's reputation for 10 years of sort of fantastically fast growth, this is all sort of coming to an end now. I mean, it might be partly because, well, you can't sustain this sort of rate of growth. It might be the classic middle-income economy trap.
Michael, once again, thank you for joining me. and thank you for watching. Keep clicking back to Dukascopy TV for plenty more updates and exclusive interviews. Bye for now.